In today's episode, we welcome Celtic to the CLF Zagreb Arena. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. I am Coach Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And yes, Celtic are coming to Croatia today for what will be probably quite a good game. They are bottom of the group after getting beaten by Chelsea 3 or 4-0, I think it was. What was their result? Senior squad 4-0 they lost at home to Chelsea, so I'm hoping that we can go out there and smash them sort of in Croatia today in the Zagreb Stadium. We've been on good form, so a 1-0 win against Osijek, a 3-0 win against Novigrad, and a 1-0 win against Lokomotiva. So not conceding a goal and scoring 5 is all very well and good. Performances haven't been the best. They've been a bit hit or miss in terms of goal scoring, so that's something we need to work on. And hopefully it will come together for this game today against Celtic. So, well, let's get into it really. Not too much else to talk about. I just need to check fitness-wise. Tosac. Let's give Tosic, I've never called him that before. Let's give Tosic a bit of a breather. He can go onto the bench. We'll play Baina there. Bojan, who is going to be called Bojan because there's no way I'm being able to announce that name. Tanasijevic. Bojan. Yes, Bojan is our new right back for this game. So in he goes, getting the number 2. And the teams are warming up, so hopefully we can go out there and put in a decent performance. They've got Sharp, Celebert. He looks quite good. Wow, he looks very good. 31 years old. Adley from Paris Saint-Germain, originally in the game. Well, they've got a little Bogle at right back. It's Derby or something? Yeah, Derby in real life. And then they've got Potorius, who is at Hibs when the game starts. So, okay, interesting. I think Douglas in goal got scouted. Yeah, I did scout him. Only signed him as a last resort, so hopefully he won't be very good. We're lining up with Oyozun in goal, Bojan, Leonard, O'Dare and Bainer at the back. Guillen in the middle, Thompson and Fernandez, Gonzalo on the right, Loader on the left, and Di Giacomo starting up front. And we should indeed ask us to do this for the fans. I'm actually going to say... what am I going to say? Calmly. Let's go and do it for the fans. That didn't really have an effect on anybody, so then we'll go assertive and tell them there's a lot more to come, and I've got faith in absolutely every single one of them. Go out there and do it. Let's get the game underway, and I've just got to let Rude out of the door. Okay, so in letting Rude out my office, I've missed a goal. Danny Loader gets his 6th goal of the season. He is in very good form at the moment. And let's watch this together. Gonzalez puts a ball in. It's sort of half cleared by Stewart. Thompson chests it down. Lovely little ball in. Loader gets it onto his right foot and just curls it into that side netting. And it's 1-0 Zagreb. What a start to the game. 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. Lovely, lovely stuff. That does keep us in 3rd position because of goal difference. That puts on the goal difference to 0, but all on 3 points. So I guess if Chelsea beat Bayern, if Chelsea smash Bayern, then that would be good for us. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I'm not expecting us... If it was real life, obviously I'm not expecting Zagreb to get out of this group. You would be expecting them to finish bottom behind Celtic. But this isn't real life. This is our Football Manager save, and we're in 2032. Are we in 2032? Yeah. As Thompson comes forward, ball in. Di Giacomo's at the back post, but can't get his header on target, and it goes past the post. We've started this very, very well. Loader picks it up into Guillen. Guillen to Fernandez, out to Bojan. Bojan with a ball in. Thompson with it saved by Douglas, and it's cleared away. They are playing a defensive 4-2-1-3 DM wide formation, which isn't really working for him. Really dangerous free kick on the edge, and from that free kick they get a penalty as Sharp was pushed by Guillen, and it's a penalty for number 15. Dobble puts it in. I say Dobble. Dobble is his name, isn't it? Yeah. Dobby. No, Peter Dobby. That's a different one. Dobby, the little house elf, gets a goal. I mean, the goalkeeper goes the right way, but just sort of, rather than diving, just sort of floats in midair. Do 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 do. 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. I guess that's how we started. We just have been punishing them a lot more with our performance, and I'm a little bit aggrieved we're not up, to be honest. Why does this put them ahead of us when they've got -4 goal difference? That doesn't make sense. We should definitely be ahead of them. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Champions League's a strange beast. as we tick down towards half time. And this is pretty disappointing, to be honest. We'll bring them in just focused as we chat to them and tell them we're not happy. I'm going to assertively say, no, I'm going to aggressively say I'm not happy with your performance out there. I'm going to give this 11 players a chance to correct it. I just want to drop, let's just drop our defensive line back there a little bit. And then we'll just play a higher line of engagement rather than really high. As Porteous gives it up to Dobby. Iadi, I don't know how you pronounce that name. That's a name. I'm not going to even. Abdullah Kadiri Umar. Adira Umar. I think I just add in vowels to people's names accidentally. Bainey's in. He squares it. Thompson's there. It's bouncing around. Porteous clears it. Thompson over the free kick. Douglas makes the save again. We are all over them. Dobby into Eadi. Out to Adley. Adley with a bit of space. He's closed down. It comes into Sharp. Sharp's tackled by Thompson. Fernandez picks it up. Up to Loader. DJ Como is in front of him. He's got lots of space on the right hand side for Gonzalez and picks him out. Gonzalez ball in. It comes all the way through to Loader, who's trying to square it again to DJ Como. I just can't get it through the gap. O'Dare to Goulian into Thompson. Thompson to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Thompson into Gonzalez. Thompson, Fernandez. It's all very congested in the middle there. Oh, we've hit a post and Diagiacomo puts the rebound in. There we go. Gonzalez hits the post and Diagiacomo's on hand to fire it into the net from very close range. Fernandez here picked out Gonzalez, who just did that fake run and go to get the ball into his feet and then curled it from range off the bar. Diagiacomo prods home to make it 2-1 and we'll just drop that down to a positive mentality now. Baina with a throw into Goulian. Into Fernandez. Thompson in acres of space. Can he get a shot off? He does. Just doesn't get the bend it needs and it goes past the post. As Thompson now has a free kick. He's hit that one over the bar and he's involved in bloody everything. He is. We are really missing Vicario. Thompson nicks in and steals the ball. We'll get back to the loss of Vicario in a minute. Thompson into Diagiacomo. He turns. Can he get a shot off or a cross? No. Loader picks it up. He's tackled as well and Adley completes the clearance up towards Sharp. O'Dare wins the header and Leonardo picks it up. But yeah, we're really missing Vicario in the middle of the park. Obviously broken ankle ruling him out for quite some time, which is a big shame. Diagiacomo shoots. It's 3-1. It's half an hour to go. 6th goal of the season for Diagiacomo. Gonzalez, I think, with a hat-trick of assists today. Thompson picked the ball up, ran with it for a little bit, just laid it off to Gonzalez. He got it onto his right foot, fired it across. Diagiacomo running backwards, somehow defying physics to run backwards and also swing your leg forwards at the same time. It's not something I don't think I've ever seen a professional footballer actually do in real life, but welcome to the match engine of Football Manager as we now go 2 goals up, which is very nice, as Goulian intercepts that, back to O'Dare, back to Goulian, into Loader. Loader back to O'Dare again, he just holds on to it, into Fernandez. O'Dare, there's Goulian in a bit of space in the middle, this goes out to Thompson, back to Gonzalez again, Goulian, Fernandez, Diagiacomo, Loader shoots, Douglas makes the save. Obviously, Diagiacomo on for a hat-trick now, and he's playing, after a pretty crappy first half from him, he's playing pretty well this second half. Edie will pick up that corner clearance, but we've got numbers back really well, as Fernandez gives away a free kick, and that's nothing too bad, to be honest, as my phone goes off with people messaging me, because I'm just so damn popular, as you can imagine. I'm joking, obviously, that's not what it was. It was an email from Virgin Atlantic Flying Club, and I haven't flown with them for years. Fernandez picks the ball up to Thompson. Thompson shoots. Oh, curler. Douglas makes the save. And they've had 2 shots, which is nice of them. Gonzalez swings the free kick in. Douglas punches it away. Loader is there, runs with it. Just he's tackled and it falls to Welsh. Welsh goes back to Leopovic into the name I can't pronounce. We've had 23 shots with 10 of them on target. We have absolutely battered them today. Absolutely battered them. What should we do? Let's give Goulian a rest. We'll bring Torres on into the half-back role in there. I think that's about it, really. And then we'll just rest some people as they go down to 10 men just to really rub salt in the wound. Dobby, their penalty goal scorer, got an injury and has had to come off, I think, for the last 2 minutes of the game. Let's get... let's do Loader for Ratinho on that side. And we'll bring on Sergio on for Leonardo in the ball-playing defensive role. And Diagiacomo there into Thompson, into Fernandez. His shot goes just past the post as well. 4 minutes of injury time. We've used all of our subs. We're playing very, very well indeed as the corner comes in. Bojan's at the back post. He's beaten in the air. It's cleared away. Baina picks it up. And Baina comes forward with it into Fernandez. Back to O'Dare. O'Dare to Fernandez. Fernandez to Thompson. Thompson, oh, this is some good football here. Bojan fires it across goal. Ratinho, it's blocked. It's Gonzalez. It's hit the post. And I ran out of breath, but that was some lovely, lovely football. Bojan gets it on the right hand side again. Giacomo. Bojan. Ball in Thompson. Oh, it's just cleared off his feet. Stewart gets it away. Fernandez to Baena. Baena puts a ball in and everybody misses it, including the goalkeeper. And there was no one there to pounce on it. As we have a throw in, but that will probably be the end of the game unless we score from here. And it's a good tackle from Leopoldvic. He goes long. Frattini wins the header, but there's no one there. And Torres gobbles up the loose ball, gives it to Fernandez, back to O'Dare. And that is that. A 3-1 win. Pretty convincing. We absolutely smashed them. Some very nice things. I'm going to passionately say, good win, lads. A good win indeed. And we'll go into the Hajduk game on a bit of a high, because that's a much better performance than we've put in recently. So we'll be back for that game against Hajduk. So welcome back for the game against Hajduk, and we're lining up in the same formation with just one change. Torres comes in to replace Gulian. Actually, two changes. Tosic comes in, at left back now that he's fit. On the bench goes Ring Standberg, who's the new holding midfielder that we brought in towards the back of last year. He's not getting too many games, but is playing well when he plays. I quite like the look of him as a backup, so gives us more options, which is great. Other than that, the team is the same. They're lining up in a very strange 3-1-3-1-2 formation. Drakulic is the guy we sold them for £2.5 million, and he's now not worth that at all, so I think we did the right thing to cash in. Petrovic in goal is pretty good, if I remember. Skenderovic up front is not... I was going to say, it's not the Skenderovic that used to play for us, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Karlovicek normally plays pretty well against me. He's normally quite good. Moved to Maribor. And they brought him back from Maribor. Interesting. Good connection there to Maribor. Go and check out that series. It was fucking brilliant. Zagreb, well, I fancy Zagreb to win this one. They should have enough quality to see them off. The absence of Svek, Kokora. That is too many C's in one name. Anyway, let's get into it. No, I'm going to say firstly we need to go and do this for the fans. We're at home and it's a rivalry game, so yeah, we really should go and win this one for the fans. We won't do that yet. Into the tunnel we go. Marco Tos can do my tunnel interviews at the moment, but let's get it underway, as Torres will be looking to dictate the play in this game. Straight away out to Tosic, up to Giacomo. Giacomo, Petrovic makes the save, and that was a fast start again as Gonzalez gives away a free kick. And at least I was actually in the room for that fast start this time. Oyrazan into Leonardo. Leonardo up to Bojan, keeps his place at right back. He comes forward, lays it off to Gonzalez, to Fernandez, back out to Bojan. Bojan bowled across. Loader's there. The boy can't stop scoring. There were some comments in the coming up to the transfer window saying, "Oh, I'm not sure about Loader. He's getting on a bit now. He might be losing his legs. I think we need to sell him." 7 goals already this season from a left wing position, and that one was a header, which is lovely. 2 minutes in, and we have a 1-0 lead, which is absolutely brilliant. And this is what we like to see from NK Zagreb. We like to see us dominate games and score early on, as O'Dare picks it up into Tosic. Tosic to Fernandez. Oh, excuse me. Tosic flicks it on. Loader picks it up. Back to Tosic. He puts a crossing. Gonzalez is there. Thompson picks up the loose ball. Falls to Bojan. Bojan ball in. Loader's there again. He's got his 8th goal of the season. His 2nd of the game. This is... He shouldn't be scoring this many goals. But look, just completely unmarked. I guess he's taking advantage of their really strange formation, because there's their banker 3, then the 1, and then the 3, and it leaves one of the wingers free all the time. And I've said 3 and 3 too many times in that sentence, and now I've confused myself. Karlovicek puts a ball in. Oh god, I thought that was going to be one of those ones where it loops over the goalkeeper's head, but it didn't. It's short to Torres. Torres then goes long looking for Gonzalez. Veseli is there. Petrovic up to Horvat. Horvat back to Veseli. Ball over the top. Skenderovic has made a good run, and it's Leonardo's got about me, and Torres dives into a tackle and doesn't give away a free kick, a yellow or a red card, which is some sort of miracle. Di Giacomo. Loader! Oh, I thought it was going to get a 10-minute hat-trick. That would have been unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable scenes. But yeah, a really good start to the game. 2 for Loader. 2 assists for Bojan as well on his debut. Not his debut. You're an idiot, Dave. His debut was in the last game. On his league debut, 2 assists for Bojan. Thompson out to Tosic. Tosic puts a ball in. It falls to Thompson. Gonzalez. Petrovic makes a save. And what you'll see in this formation is, if we next highlight we get, I'll try and pause it so that we can see what we're trying to do and explain to you guys what we're trying to do with this formation. And obviously, as I say, I'm going to pause it on the next highlight. There are no more highlights. We will demand a bit more from them though, so we can go and get a 3rd goal. That would be nice. Half an hour gone. They've had 3 shots, we've had 7. We've had 6 on target as well and scored 2 goals. Okay, throw-ins aren't the best idea to show you what I want to do with this tactic. A ball needs to be sort of coming out from the back. As Loader shoots over the bar, the best thing to do is show you as we like build it up from our goalkeeper, because that's how the tactic is sort of designed to work. It's another throw-in. Romic, it's poor. Gonzalez picks it up. Fernandez, Thompson comes forward with it, out to Tosic on the left. Tosic puts a ball across Petrovic with an easy catch at the CLF Zagreb arena, which I still need to change the word arena to stadion, so that it's a bit more Croatian. I need to remember to do that at some point soon. Tosic comes forward with it. He's got a lot of space for Thompson in the middle, and then there's an overlap here. So, right, what this formation does is we've just built this up, coming across here, back over here, back into Bojan here. Look at this overload we now have on this side. We've got options to pass the ball, do what we want. The defence then shifts across. It actually looks like they're playing a back 4 here right now. It's not. The central midfielder's dropped in. But even against a team that does play a back 4, like, we can get this ball out here. We've got options to pass it, so we can keep the ball or run to the byline and put a cross in, or cut in field and try and pass it into Di Giacomo, or knock it back and then out to Tosic, and we've got a massive and then an overload on this side. So we've got currently 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 on this wing here, and over here we've got 2-on-1, and that's what we're going to look for. So we're just going to see how this progresses. So Thompson picks it up, and now he's decided to drive at the defence. So I'm going to imagine this is going to go into Di Giacomo's feet or to the back post to Loader, because this defender, Karlovic, doesn't know whether to go with Loader or to come with Tosic, and this defender should be picking up Di Giacomo, and this defender should stay free. So let's see what happens here. Thompson puts it in. Di Giacomo has actually put it wide, but it was a great ball in. Yeah, we're just causing those overloads in certain areas of the pitch, and that is what we are trying to do with this formation. And why I like this formation, and this is why I like this formation and use it in pretty much every series I've ever played in Football Manager, because it's the formation I used as a manager in Bristol when I managed a team in the UK in Bristol, and it's the formation I'm going to use when I take over management of the team here, which is happening pretty soon actually. But we'll calmly just say, yeah, very pleased, keep it up. We've got a 2-0 win against Hajduk. They're a pretty decent team. We'll drop this down to positive for a little bit. I don't need to be completely all out like health for leather trying to get a 3rd goal. There's no need for it. We've got a 2-0 lead, which is very good. And there's a little insight there into the tactical side of stuff that I do. I know you guys like to see those sort of videos every so often. I still think I owe you a training video, which I haven't done yet, but we will. I'll go through that at some point, don't you worry. Free corner, Horvat, it's headed over by Kristolovic, and that's their 5th shot of the game, and they've only had 2 on target, so I think we can say we are playing quite well. We're going to bring Guarana on, and we're going to put him into his favoured deep lying forward role up front, because Di Giacomo hasn't had the best of finishing today. Tosic up to Guarana, but it comes back to Tosic, puts a ball in. Gonzalez, it'll come all the way through to Bojan, who'll keep it alive, tries to swing it in, easy catch for Petrovic, and yeah, half an hour to go. It's still pretty comfortable. Leonardo brings it down. Here we go again. Right, so look, we have our 2 centre backs that will stay back pretty much at all times. Then we have these passing options here, Thompson and Gonzalez, and if Thompson gets the ball, he can then go in here to Fernandez. He can go over the top towards Guarana. He can go all the way out here to Tosic, where again we've got this 2-on-1 situation, or we can recycle the ball through Torres and then go out to the left. So we've got lots of options around the ball to pass. So let's see what happens. Bojan does put it into Thompson, who does go out to Fernandez. That's drawn this defender in, which has allowed Bojan to completely run on free outside the right hand side. He puts a ball in, it's fallen to Guarana and it goes wide. But yeah, you can see this is what it's like when I play off camera, is that I'm pausing the game, seeing how people run, where can I change it, which is why if we go to tactics, you'll see I change these sort of roles that people do. That generally how I want the team to play, which is all this stuff on the left hand side, won't really ever change apart from tempo, and maybe focusing either through the middle or down one wing, and then the roles will change that I give people, determining how I want them to run and what I'm seeing over a certain number of games during a season. So that's why that will change ever so often. Gonzalez isn't having a good game after his 2 assists in the last one. That's a pretty disappointing performance to see. Thompson also on a 6.6, which isn't the best. Fernandez is robbed by Karlovic, so O'Dare out to Bojan. Bojan has Thompson in the middle. He picks up the loose ball into Simjanovic. Back to Thompson. He gets a shot off his block. Tosic shoots. Petrovic makes the save. And still 2-0, 20 minutes to go. We are very much in control of this game. Bojan puts a ball into the back post, but there's no one there because he's taking the corner. Leonardo, Thompson. Ball in, easy for Petrovic to catch. I might take Thompson off as our final sub? I think I will actually. With 15 minutes to go, we'll make all 3 subs. Thompson off. We'll bring on Stenberg, and we're going to swap those 2 over like that. Stenberg can play in his more favoured holding midfield role as the hiccups are just starting to come, which is never a good sign when you're recording a live video because they get in the way, surprisingly enough. But there, they make their first sub. Mihajlovic off, Vukic on. And we're going into an international... Oh, good honour. We're going into an international break now as well, so the players will get a decent amount of rest. As we're into the final 10 minutes, it's been pretty easy. Still 10 from 10, which is... We're 10 wins after 10 games played, and we've got a 10-point lead at the top, which is great. And a 10-point goal difference above the next best team. So it's all the big tens in this episode, which is great. Obviously, the main thing was that we beat Celtic. That was the main draw of the episode. As again to Drakulic, back to Zaniga, who we looked at scouting and potentially purchasing this season. Tosic with a good tackle. Loader, back to Tosic. Holds onto the ball down the left-hand side. But there's the full-time whistle. A good 2-0 win. And we're playing very, very well at the moment. And something I will say is that I know it might have been a bit overkill buying 2 new centre-backs, but I think the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Because, Danny Loader, lovely stuff. Winning streak, 15 games, right? But this season, look at this. None conceded, 1 conceded. None, 1, none, 1. That was it. So in competitive games this season, the most goals we've conceded is 1, and that includes a game against Bayern Munich. So I think the improvement, yes, we lost like Milan at right back, but I honestly think the way the defence is looking now, it's probably much stronger. Leonardo and Oder are better than Veselinovic and Benkovic. Even Sergio is better than both of them, probably I'd say, and he's on the bench. The left back, Tosic, is still here, he's really good. Bojan and Bermudez between them are really good right backs. Obviously Bojan gives us a really good attacking outlet because he's actually a winger. The midfield has always been really strong for us. The wingers are still really strong, and we've brought in new youngsters as well to support them. And the goal and the strikers, DJ Como backed up by Guarana, I think is very, very nice indeed. And that'll be the end of the episode. Let me know what you think. Am I talking nonsense? Do you like the tactical stuff? Do you think the squad is stronger or weaker? And how do you think we're going to get on in the Champions League group stage? Please do let me know down below. We'll be back for the home game against Chelsea and the Ross Jacobs derby when we go and play Luco, who are unfortunately rock bottom of the table. You lost an all-important game against Lokomotiva, which has made you 4 points adrift at the bottom. I don't think you're in threat at the moment of getting sacked. I thought I was up there because I was going to be sacked. No, I'm stable. That's okay. Let's go club jobs, and we'll just go for Croatia. And you are near the top, but you're still stable, so that's okay. You're doing all right, Ross. You're doing all right. You're doing all right. If you do get sacked, we'll try and bring you back into the fold. Don't you worry about that. But you're currently studying for a Continental Pro license, which is very good. Very good of you. What have your milestones been? Oh yeah, you were our under 9s. We got you as a coach. Then you went to manage Hrvatia, and it didn't go very well. Then you became our under 19s assistant manager. Then you went to Vazadin, and that didn't go very well, although you did get to a semi-final of a cup. And now you're manager of Luco, and it's gone much better because you won the league somewhere. Croatian second league. Oh no, you got promoted. You didn't win it, sorry, but you did get manager of the year. So congratulations on that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure once again. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.